This paper describes our analysis of interviews of Asian American engineering students. We discovered that many of the participants in our research were talking indirectly about the model minority stereotype of Asians and Asian Americans. Among other aspects, the stereotype says that students of Asian heritage are hardworking, intelligent, particularly in math and science, seek economic prestige and educational attainment, and are disinterested in racial politics. Many of the participants described experiences illustrating how these aspects of the stereotype intersected with their daily lives in engineering.
Although some might consider those aspects of the model minority stereotype as complementary or even desired qualities in engineering students, there is a problem with that thinking. The model minority stereotype is hegemonic, meaning it is a belief system used by the dominant culture to maintain their position of power with the unknowing consent of the less powerful people. This hegemony was visible in the interviews, as many participants saw the U.S. as a colorblind, blind meritocracy, in spite of the fact that they described experiences that were racially mediated, situations where they were racially stereotyped, and stories of blatant discrimination. Because of both its hegemonic and perceived positive nature, the model minority stereotype is generally invisible to or ignored by both engineering students and faculty. Being a member of a minority group does not make you an expert on race.
Engineering faculty, even Asian Americans, are unlikely to have the social science background to educate students on this topic, and the engineering curriculum is typically so full that students have little opportunity to explore race and gender issues through outside courses. Although isolated local clubs exist, including one started at our institution based on early findings, there is no national technical organization for Asian and Asian American engineering students. Asian American students have few venues where they can learn to articulate or respond to the negative consequences experienced because of the stereotype.
Like all stereotypes, the model minority stereotype may result in excessive stress and diminish accomplishments because of stereotype threat. The model minority stereotype is particularly dangerous for Asian American engineering students because it implies that they are not in need of the help or support offered to other minority populations. In spite of facing many of the same issues as other students who are considered for support, such as attending poor urban schools, having families with no or little experience with American higher education systems, or being of limited financial means, Asian American students are assumed to have all the prerequisites for success in engineering.
Institutions that wish to be more equitable to any minority population should consider training their faculty and staff to recognize stereotypes, including those of Asian Americans, such as the model minority stereotype, and to respond to microaggressions, the small incidents of racist behavior that can occur daily. In addition, institutions need to realize that the absence of complaints of discrimination by minority students does not mean that the institution is equitable. Finally, institutions should extend the benefits that are provided to members of underrepresented groups to Asian Americans, since they may have similar underlying needs or even proportional representation that does not protect students from adverse racial experiences. We hope that this work will encourage other researchers to consider Asian and Asian American students as research participants in the future. Thank you.